Well, Hellfire, it's Rock the Riff, and I'm back for another Metalhead Envy, and I'm doing two tracks 2 days in a row. I am so ready to be able to go through this album from beginning to end. No pauses, no breaks. And so I'm already hopping into Life Eternal. Uh, I am excited because I saw that this is off of Ghost Channel, and I haven't seen actual footage of them besides the album covers in a minute. I don't know why, but it always fascinates me to be able to see what's going on with whichever papa's doing something. Excuse me. And I think most of y'all told me that this album is Cardinal Copia. I still don't know enough about the lore to be for sure which character is doing which album and everything. But I'm gonna go ahead and dive into Life Eternal.
Can you hear me say your name forever? Can you see me
That's one hell of a mask.
for you forever?
I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm gonna start the song over. I'm just curious. Whose idea was it to make these masks so real? Because I kid you not, before y'all told me that this was a mask, I thought Tobias Forge really looked like some of these. Like, I knew, like, if you asked me, that looks like a real dude. That mask is so good. Until you get up close and start looking at certain footage. But I remember prior to me diving into Ghost, I just remember, I think I made a joke with one of my friends. I was like, man, I was like, that dude's got one, like, weird face. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but the makeup he puts on his face is pretty cool. But it's just like, I don't know, it's stiff, it's thick, but it's a fucking mask. All right.
Can you hear me say your name forever? Can you see me longing for you forever? Would you let me touch your
The
soul
fucking ghouls.
forever? Can you feel me longing for you?
All right, so I'm digging the track so far. I like when Tobias Forge, the dude can sing. I think, like, not only I dig the minor key elements of most of their music, his voice. The guy is badass, man. I would love to have somebody that could sing as good as him and as varied for my own band and everything. Because Mummy Dust, I know everybody keeps telling me to go watch some live versions of Mummy Dust, but even in the studio version record, I can tell that, like, the dude can do different vocal techniques and everything. These outfits are just so on point. Like, I don't really put on a suit for anything besides a wedding and a funeral in my life, but I would rock one of these some bitches, especially with the mask. I think that's my favorite of the ghouls right there. Is this whole evil cherub or cherub, however the hell you're supposed to say it.
Longing for you forever, forever. I know the light grows darker down below, but in your
There's
eyes,
the nun.
it's gone before you know. This is
All
the
right, there's one of the
moment
papas.
of just letting go.
He is.
She said, if you had life eternal, can you hear me say your name
All right.
forever?
I think I was running my mouth looking at all the cool ass costumes and the fans. Let me back up and actually focus on what Tobias is saying.
This is the moment of just letting go. She said, if you had life eternal, can you hear me say your name forever? Can you see me longing for you forever, forever? Would you let me touch your soul
This
I
is
feel
cool.
your hands are cold. Within your heart, a story to be told. This is the moment of just letting go. This
Hey,
is the moment of
was that a goulet? That mask looks different.
just letting go. This is the moment of just letting go. Can you hear me say your name
That was cool.
forever?
That was one hell of a wind chime come in right there. Like I felt like it come from down a mile down the road past me. Yeah, that was louder than hell.
Can you hear me say your
Yeah.
name forever? Can you see me longing for you forever, forever? Would you let me touch your soul forever? Can you feel me longing for you forever and ever?
Who was doing that? Who was doing that one vocal line right there? That one forever just doesn't sound like Tobias at all. Forever. Unless he's doing like a bit of a cadence on his voice. But I get the same vibe from this as I do Monstrous Clock. It's like the album closer is just getting the fan base to be, I don't know why. I mean, part of it I could say is because watching this video and the fan made cut concert video, or I guess Ghost made this. Either way, seeing all these awesome fans so excited to see him, and then I get the same feeling that Monstrous Clock was like that. Like it's like a thank you to the fans for coming and supporting us live and on the tour and everything. It's really cool so far. Is that where they resurrect him to play the saxophone? Okay.
If you had life eternal.
All the sisters. Oh my gosh. I fucking need to go watch this band live. I want to see this whole show. Damn. Damn. It's like, I'm curious if the live show they do now is better or worse or crazier than past ones. Excuse me. Fucking colds. I can't be the only person that a cold, like, cold doesn't end my life, and it really is, like, not that big of a problem. But if you ask me how much of a personal aggravation it is, motherfucker, I hate it. I hate fucking having a cold. I love being able to breathe properly and not have my head like feel like it's sloshing with half a gallon of water in it or whatever the fuck you want to say. That was really cool. I mean, the track is definitely catchy. It's Ghost's formula. It's catchy as all get out. I do think I am kind of distracted with the footage, but I enjoy it. It kind of makes me enjoy the song more. It's in the same sense that it's like if you've ever watched a movie and there's a scene in the movie that just is so badass or whatever, you're just so into it, and then the music also just makes it even better. I always associate that song with that track, and I enjoy the music better. I don't know how many people feel the same in that sense, but it's like the footage of this has made me enjoy Life Eternal more, even though there's not a crazy amount of shit going on. And to me, this is like a thank you track uh, to the fans. Plus, I did have somebody mention that I should do Helvans Fonster, Helvasta Fonster, and Life Eternal together because they're like on the album. They bleed into one another each way. And I knew I wouldn't be able to do it in the same reaction because the lengths of the tracks. But I did say, you know what, I'm gonna just do two Ghost tracks back to back, and they'll be spread across a couple days. And I get why that person said. Let me see if I can find the YouTube. Who the hell was it? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I hate to be coughing like this on camera. But the wheel must roll. Kier MT. You should do Hell Fonstier and Life Eternal as a double. They are melting together, and you should really get that experience from the first listen and not chop them. Somebody had a reply to it. Tim Plummer, I agree 100%. This is the best I can do because copyright is a bit of a thing here on YouTube. There's actually one of my favorite acts, Sleep Token. They just released some new stuff, and I would love to be able to do a reaction to it, but my last outing with Sleep Token, they blocked me like that, and so I couldn't post nothing. But Ghost has been awesome. Excuse me. Ghost has been awesome and let me post all my opinions, reviews, reactions, uh, and the fan base has been even cooler. I love the fact that even with certain tracks that hasn't clicked with me, y'all have been so cool about it and chill and actually still want to hear honestly what I think about stuff. Uh, there was another thing I saw as the Pope come back to life for the saxophone. It looked like the Goulet was on the keyboard there for a second. Let me back up, see if I can find that. Where was the Goulet at? Oh, further back, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Is it two of them? I'm just looking. Normally, do they have that much hair in the back of those masks? Yeah, right there. That is so cool, though. Which Papa is being brought back to play the saxophone? I swear. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I love this band. Ghost, you're so badass. The characters, the music, everything. Oh, definitely. I'm gonna have to move Ghost into my top three. For real. Holy shit. The more I dive into this band, the more I'm like, y'all are so fucking good. Like, kind of the first band to take me out of the whole, like most, I don't know, I focus so hard on the instrumentation. And part of that is just like, I ask myself the question of, can I play it? It's like, take for example, the band that's on my hoodie, Shadow of Intent. Their music is crazy good. Like their one album, Reclaimer, is so fucking good. It's a 10 out of 10 horn. You start it, let it play all the way to the end. The album after that's really good too. I don't think it's as good as a concept, or it don't flow from one track to the other as well as Reclaimer did. But the album behind that, what is that one called? Malevolent, Malevolent. I can't remember. Either way, Shadow Intent. I listened to them, got into them hardcore because it's a band that plays music and guitar chops that I just cannot do. And a lot of the bands I really get into is because when I hear certain guitar lines that I'm like, how the fuck did they do that? I get so interested into that group. Archspire is another one. Love their newest record, Bleed the Future. It's a metal masterpiece in my opinion. It's another 10 out of 10 horn album, but I can't figure out how they do certain riffs because I mean they're just insane in their chops and everything. Ghost, on the other hand, just impresses me from the melodies, the key, the act. I mean, this band, in my opinion, has it all, and I understand more and more I dive into them. I understand why the fan base is the way they are because this is an experience. Like, don't get me wrong, Shadow of Intent, Archspire is an experience in its own right too, but I don't think it's the same kind of experience as like seeing Ghost and all that. I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. It's just I could make the argument that Shadow Intent, Archspire, there's a lot of bands that can do what they do. Those are two bands that just stand out to me personally. But I'm sitting here going over my well of knowledge of music, and I'm trying to think of other acts that have done for me personally what Ghost has done in combining all the elements. I mean, maybe you could say that about Kiss to certain fans. I'm not that big of a Kiss fan, but I did think the makeup and all that shit was cool. I mean, Gene Simmons and all of them look badass on stage, but their music to me just never clicked with me. Whereas Ghost does the makeup thing too, but their music also is just so fucking catchy. And damn, I have ran my mouth a shit ton. Uh, let me get past a few more statements. Prequel, the album as a whole is really, 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 really killer. I do think I like the earlier half of the album because there's like this anger that's in the early half of the album that just makes more of a metal, distorted guitars, angrier vibe, heavier music, and I'm definitely more of a heavier side of things. The later half of the record to me seems to be like reaching a zen moment. And I know some people have compared or not compared, but said this whole album kind of deals with like the plague and stuff, but at the same time it parallels all the bullshit that the Ghost band was going through at the time with like lawsuits and stuff, and I can hear that kind of in the music. So maybe the first half of the album pissed off, and then once stuff starts settling down, it starts to zen out. If that makes any sense, y'all have to let me know in the comments if y'all feel the same. But now I have the opportunity to go through this album backwards and forwards and get a better understanding of everything and stuff like that. I have went back through Pro Memoria and Witch Image a few times, and I think I said in my last one, the general story or the Roman general story really helped put Pro Memoria more into context for me, and it's helped me get into that song a little bit more. Uh, and Witch Image, Which Image is a catchy little song. I think my quarrel with it is it's so short. I mean, Life Eternal's short too. I don't know. I'll always be aggravated with songs that are too short, but not in the sense that I'll never listen to them. I'm just like wanting more. And so now I have reached the point where I get to start on Impera, right? Yeah. I'm excited for this record because I will be honest, Call Me Little Sunshine might be my favorite Ghost track. I think I listened to Call Me Little Sunshine more than any of the other ones that when I first started my Ghost journey. That that track is so catchy to me. And it's a dark, evil track in my opinion. But I'm excited to check out the rest of the record. And I hope everybody is still enjoying the journey I'm doing. Uh, Deep diving into everything that Ghost has to offer. Uh, and I hope y'all stick with me in this video. I did not realize how long I have been talking for a 3 minute and 32-second track. I have ran my mouth long enough for this one. But part of it is I've come to the end of this album and I'm so excited. This is a damn good album. Really, Ghost doesn't have a weak album in the discography so far. Everyone is pretty damn good. It's going to be hard to rate them later on down the road. And if this is your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me some pros and cons. I'm trying to get better at YouTube every day. And with that, stay positive, stay rocking, and I will catch y'all in the next one.